If you had asked me a year and a half ago if I was going to be the owner of a cacao farm in Costa Rica, I probably would have laughed in shock and said, absolutely not. I never expected something like that to happen. So I had heard of cacao ceremonies, had been sort of randomly a part of one, where there was ecstatic dance and people had drank cacao beforehand. And I didn't really have much interest in that. It just felt to me like something people do at festivals while they're, getting high and dancing around, which, hey, don't get me wrong. I've had my share of that, but it wasn't appealing to me. And so I had never really felt a connection to cacao until living in Costa Rica. I met these beautiful women who came and stayed at the place where I was living at the time. One of them being Gabby, who I hope you all know who she is. And if you don't, I need to introduce you to her. She's my right-hand gal, and she had been staying in Costa Rica learning about cacao. She did a 3-month internship. And so she and another one of her friends who was joining her there came and offered a cacao ceremony in my apartment with friends who were, around in the neighborhood. And I had the most beautiful experience. So that was my first connection with cacao. And then we had Flori, who was their teacher, come to the place where I was staying and offer a cacao ceremony where I assisted and sang in preparation with the cacao. And so I had now made my connection with Mother Cacao. I had touched my soul with her, and we were now in bond. And she had plans for me that I didn't know. So a year later, I was looking for an apartment, wanted to move, not ready to buy. I asked my friend, who is an amazing real estate agent in Costa Rica, and I said, I'm looking for a rental. And she said, I have the place for you. So she brought me to this property with, I was told, 877 cacao trees. And the moment I stepped into this place, I felt this magical connection that I cannot even explain. It was literally as if the universe had taken my dreams and my thoughts of where I'd want to live in Costa Rica and literally put it into this place, even better than I ever could have imagined. So I was like, okay, I have to figure this out. I have to figure out how I can make this happen. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, because if you were to look at my finances, I didn't have it. But the universe came together and the pieces started to come together. And as I prayed, the answers started to come into my mind. And on July 7th, 2023, I was able to buy the cacao farm in Alazan, this amazing magical mountain just 15 minutes from the beach in Parrita. And the trees surround the house. They're all the way around. And the house is perched up kind of above the trees, the top part. And then the bottom part, the Emerald Haven, which is our retreat space for you to come and heal, is literally right amongst the trees. And so you come and you sit and you feel the energy of the trees. They heal you. They've been maintained this year really well. And we've got lots of new flowers blooming. And just keep your eyes open for more updates on the farm, because the season for the harvest is coming up in October. So this is the time right now where the rain is happening. We're trimming. We're making sure the energy is going into the pods and the beans, and then we start harvesting fruit late September, October, November. Those are going to be our big harvests. And during that time, I'm actually even thinking of doing a cacao camp. So stay tuned for that. It's just been a magical experience, connecting with the plants, learning about cacao, and actually on the most recent Emerald Haven retreat, did my own cacao ceremony, which was taught to me by Flori. She provided all of the information and energy for me to be able to do this ceremony. So I want to give thanks and gratitude to her for that information and for sharing so openly and kindly with me. But it was an incredible experience. Clients who were there had great healing through the process. And so I want to welcome you to come visit the farm, come see Finca Alazan and the beautiful trees at Casa de Cacao.